Welcome. Welcome students for another session for the subject Power System Stability Studies. We had already started for unit number 3, which is related with Steady State Stability Studies Part 2. Today we are going to learn about what is automatic voltage regulator and what will be its impact on steady state stability limit. Right? In previous session we covered very important concept, that was short circuit ratio and what was its significance or impact on steady state stability studies. If you remember, we stated there low short circuit ratio implies low cost, low weight and low size of the machine, but also low steady state stability. Whereas high short circuit ratio indicates high steady state stability, and so also high cost, high weight and large size of machines. So that means being a power system engineer, you have to maintain proper short circuit ratio for gaining the benefits or for improving steady state stability. Right? So also we discuss about details of excitation system before moving further for effect of automatic voltage regulator on steady state stability studies. Right? Now let us move further. What is this automatic voltage regulator and why we are going to learn about this? I think this AVR or automatic voltage regulator is not a new term for you. You might have learned this AVR in your subject Power System Operation and Control. Even you also learned there the block diagram and its derivation in terms of the transfer function of AVR. Right? So let us understand that what exactly this automatic voltage regulator. It is a device used in generators with the purpose of automatically regulating voltage, which means that it will turn fluctuating voltage levels into constant voltage levels. Yes, it is true. Name itself indicates automatic voltage regulator. That means it regulates the voltage automatically. So it works by stabilizing the output voltage of generators at variable loads. We know that load on the system, it is never static load, but it is dynamic in nature. It is varying from point to point. So, and if the load it is varying, that means it is directly going to affect the voltage of the system. But fluctuations in voltage are not desirable characteristics from stable system point of view. Because if the voltage fluctuations are large in the system, obviously the appliances are not effectively working. Even if tear out of many appliances may occur. So that's why there AVR plays an important role. So simply we can say automatic voltage regulators continuously takes input variable voltage ranges and maintains a constant output at a fixed voltage. Right? The automatic voltage regulator is used to regulate the voltage. Yes, it is true. It is used to regulate the voltage. Because we know that being power system engineer, it is very important to maintain the constant voltage. We try to maintain voltage profile flat as possible as. Because if the load it is increasing, obviously voltage will drop. And if it is continually dropping, then what happens? We are knowing complete grid collapse will be there, even blackout occurs. So that means how it is important to maintain voltage constant for the power system. So here for automatic voltage regulator, as it is used to regulate the voltage, it takes the fluctuate voltage and changes them into a constant voltage. The fluctuation in the voltage mainly occurs due to the variation in load on the supply system. Yes, we are knowing this. We are knowing how load it is varying from time to time. But such variations in load should not reflect on variations in voltage. We have to maintain the output voltage constant as possible as, so that all appliances, electrical appliances, they must used to their 100% efficiency, right? And also we know that the variation in voltage damages the equipment of the power system. If the too many variations are occurring in the voltage, it obviously going to affect, it obviously going to damage the equipments of the power system, which is not desirable. The variation in the voltage can be controlled by installing the voltage control equipment at several places like near the transformers, generators, even feeders. The voltage regulator is provided in more than one point in the power system for controlling the voltage variations, right? So we have to control these voltage variations. So how? In DC supply system, the voltage can be controlled by using over compound generators in case of feeders of equal length, but in the case of feeders of different lengths, the voltage at the end of each feeder is kept constant using feeder booster. Then how we are going to control the voltage as a constant? For DC supply system, it can be controlled by using over compound generators, but in which case where the feeders are of equal length. But if the feeders are not of equal length, different lengths, then voltage can be controlled as a constant, or it is kept constant using what? That is the feeder booster, right? Whereas in AC system, the voltage can be controlled by using the various methods like booster transformers, induction regulators, shunt condensers. Okay, that means you are now getting idea about what is AVR and how the voltage can be controlled for different supply systems such as DC supply system, AC supply system, right? Now let us understand working principle of voltage regulator. Now, hope you are knowing this. Just revising it, just recall our knowledge related to voltage regulator. I know you learned this, as I told you just now, in the subject power system operation and control. So, while understanding the working principle of voltage regulator, now here control system comes into picture. Because you may find in the block diagram one block, that is the error detector. Okay, so let us see. It works on the principle of detection of errors. The output voltage of an AC generator obtained through a potential transformer, and then it is rectified, filtered and compared with a reference. Okay, so what you have to consider here, that the output voltage of an AC generator, that means alternator, obtained through potential transformer. Okay, now that output voltage, it is rectified, it is filtered and compared with a reference. And what is ultimate goal? We have to minimize the error between this reference voltage and the measured output voltage obtained from alternator. Okay, because ultimately we want output voltage constant. So we are trying to keep this error as small as possible. So that's why here it is stated, output voltage of an AC generator obtained through a potential transformer, and then it is rectified, it is filtered and compared with a reference. Then what is next? The difference between the actual voltage and the reference voltage is known as the error voltage. Okay. This error voltage is amplified by an amplifier and then supplied to the main exciter or pilot exciter. Let us see this diagram. It will be more clear if you observe this diagram carefully. Right? Okay. So you can observe here the block of reference voltage. You can observe amplifier, then excitation power supply, DC to field generator or exciter, then stabilizing block is there, and the generator voltage. Okay, it will be more clear on the next slide also. Let us move further. So what exactly it works? How does it work? A signal proportional to generator terminal voltage obtained from the rectified output of a voltage transformer is compared to a stabilized reference voltage obtained within the regulator. Are you getting this? Okay. How we have to proceed? That a signal which is proportional, yes, a signal proportional to a generator terminal voltage obtained from the rectifier output of a voltage transformer is compared to a stabilized reference voltage obtained within the regulator. If it detected any abnormal, different or error signal, it will amplify and control the excitation supply, increase or decrease the input to the main field winding or exciter field. Why such? Because the main purpose is to reduce the error signal to zero or an acceptable value, so that ultimately the output voltage of the alternator should be constant. It should not be varying, though the load it is varying in nature. Okay. So I will repeat this. If any kind of abnormal or different error signal it is there, what it will do? It will first amplify. Okay. After amplification, then it is going to the signal it is provided to the field winding of the main exciter. For what? To control the excitation supply. To control the excitation supply, that means either you are going to increase or decrease the input to the main field winding or exciter field, so that the error between the reference voltage and the output voltage will be minimized. As it is said, the main purpose is to reduce the error signal to zero or an acceptable value. Right? Then you may have one question, that why are automatic voltage regulators important for generators? What is their need? Why we are going to understand so much related about automatic voltage regulators when we are dealing with the system stability? As we know, power system stability, it is related with completely with synchronous machines or alternators. So that's why it is stated here, these are important for generators. Now let us see that if we are not using automatic voltage regulators, that means for unregulated generator, what happens? Let us see. So for unregulated generators, which are generators without an automatic voltage regulator, unregulated, name itself indicating you that we are not using automatic voltage regulators. So for unregulated generators, which are generators without an automatic voltage regulator, are generally unable to sufficiently meet the power needs and requirements for every piece of equipment or devices connected to the generator. Yes, it is quite true. It is impossible to meet the power needs of requirements for every equipment or electrical appliance in the system if it is unregulated generator. Why? This is because some unregulated generators are unable to control or regulate voltage. So terminal voltage will always continue to decrease as the load requirements continue to increase. As it is unregulated generators, that means what, which are unable to control or regulate the voltage. And if such case where the generators are not controlling or regulating the voltage, so what happened? If the load it is increasing continuously, voltage will drop. And such dropping voltage it is not controlled by generators, obviously there will be complete collapse of the system. Even blackout may occur. Okay, so that's why regulated generators are needed in power system. Correct? So if the voltage of a generator is not maintained at constant fixed rate, the overall generator performance can be negatively impacted, and any utilities, equipment or machinery that is being powered by the generator may also be negatively affected by the unregulated generator. Yes, it is fact that there will be maloperation in the system because of the generators are unregulated generators. That means without automatic voltage regulators. Maloperation, that means what? The failure of the machineries, equipments or any utilities which are being powered by the generator. Right? Understood? Okay. So the automatic voltage regulator directly correlates to the performance and longevity of your generator, as well as the atoms that the generator is providing power to, and ensures that the voltage output delivered will be consistent in its load current even if fluctuations were to occur in the background. Because of the use of automatic voltage regulator, that means because of the use of regulated generators, one can say that the voltage output delivered will be consistent even if the load it is varying factor there. And it is possible because of what? Because of automatic voltage regulators. Getting me? Okay. So then what happens if we are using automatic voltage regulator? This helps not only mitigating but even eliminating damage that any fluctuations can cause to appliances, machinery, devices and equipment. And we know that the importance of this, because being power system engineer, what we need to follow golden rule, that is what? RSS. It is what? Reliability, security and stability. Okay, so because of the regulated generators, all these three factors can be easily satisfied. Because automatic voltage regulators not only mitigating the drops in voltage, but even they eliminate damage that any fluctuations can cause to appliances. And what we want system should be efficient, should be economically strong. That's why we consider the factor secured. And if the voltage profile it is maintained flat, obviously it is going to meet the factor that is stability. And as we are getting constant supply without any kind of fluctuation, that means we are getting reliable supply. So that's all for considering regulated generators. So far, whatever we learned about steady state stability studies, it is only for to follow that golden rule, that is RSS. System must be reliable, stable and secure. Whatever may be the studies you are carrying there, may be related with the steady state stability, may be related with the transient stability, even also dynamic stability. Understood? Okay. So let us see application of the automatic voltage regulator. The main functions of an automatic voltage regulator are, obviously it is to constant voltage. It controls the voltage of the system and has the operation of the machine nearer to the steady state stability. This is very important. The main function is what? It controls the voltage of the system and has the operation of the machine nearer to the steady state stability. Right? It divides the reactive load between the alternators operating in parallel. Next, the automatic voltage regulators reduce the over voltages which occur because of the sudden loss of load on the system. Automatic voltage regulators not only maintaining the system voltage constant, but in case if there is a sudden loss of load, we know that if there is sudden loss of load, obviously voltage will increase, that is over voltages may occur. And we know, you might have studied in power quality subject that what are the bad impacts of over voltages on the power system. So from that point of view also, automatic voltage regulator are important because they reduce the over voltages which occur because of the sudden loss of load on the system. Right? It increases the excitation of the system under fault conditions so that the maximum synchronizing power exists at the time of clearance of the fault. This is also another important feature for or application of the automatic voltage regulator, that it increases the excitation of the system under fault conditions. For what? For the maximum synchronizing power existence at the time of fault clearing. Right? Another we can see here application of automatic voltage regulator as when there is a sudden change in load in the alternator, there should be a change in the excitation system to provide the same voltage under the new load condition. Okay? And we are knowing this, that when there is a sudden change in load, obviously the system which is going to be affected, it is excitation system. And now we have to control this excitation system so that the output voltage must be maintained constant even if there is a change in the load. Then who is going to control the excitation system? That is your voltage regulator. So this can be done by the help of the automatic voltage regulator. The automatic voltage regulator equipment operates in the exciter field and changes the exciter output voltage and the field current. Right? But during the violent fluctuation, the ARV, that is automatic it should be AVR, it does not give a quick response. Right? So these were certain applications of automatic voltage regulator. Right? Now you may observe block diagram of AVR. This you might have studied in PSOC. So this block diagram, it is not new for you. It is shown on this slide only for understanding the importance of automatic voltage regulator and how does it work. Okay, you can observe here through the potential transformer we are getting the output voltage from the alternator denoted by VT. Okay, now this VT, now it is compared with the reference voltage. Okay, Now you can observe here comparator to the left hand side of the block diagram. Now that error signal, that much error voltage, it has been amplified. Okay, and then after amplification it is provided to the excited field winding of the main exciter to control the excitation voltage of the generator, so that the difference between Vt and the V reference should be minimized. In short, one must get output voltage of the generator as constant even though load it is continuously varying on the system. Understood? Right? So this is importance of automatic voltage regulator or regulated alternator. For unregulated alternator, these controls are not possible. We have seen for unregulated alternators, voltage may continuously drop if load is continuously increasing, or even for load loss condition, there may be over voltages. And as you studied in power quality, over voltages and under voltages, both factors are not desirable for system to be reliable, secure and stable. So for such case, AVR plays an important role. Correct? So automatic voltage control, it gives a schematic diagram of an automatic voltage regulator of a generator. It basically consists of a main exciter which excites the alternator field to control the output voltage. Yes, we discussed just now. The exciter field is automatically controlled through the error E is equal to V reference minus Vt, as we have seen while discussing on that block diagram, which is suitably amplified through voltage and power amplifiers, right? And for what we have to consider all these factors for maintaining the output voltage of alternator constant even whatsoever may be the variations in the load occurring on the system. Load may be continuously increasing or load may be continuously reducing or decreasing. That is the loss of load. For both cases, for under voltages, over voltages, automatic voltage regulator, name itself indicating it is automatically regulating the voltage so that whatsoever may be the conditions, generator output voltage must be constant. Conditions, of course, related with the load conditions. Right? So let us summarize today's session. Today we discuss more about automatic voltage regulator, because from your syllabus point of view, we have to understand effect of automatic voltage regulator on stability studies. So before going to understand that effect on stability studies, it is important to know about what exactly this automatic voltage regulator. Okay, what is its block diagram and how does it work? And not only this, what are different applications of automatic voltage regulator, as we have seen. In short, one can say automatic voltage regulator regulates the voltage. It maintains the constant voltage, output voltage of the alternator in load variation cases. Right? So today we discuss about working principle of voltage regulator. We discussed why are automatic voltage regulators important for generators, because we discussed that unregulated generators system may even collapse. And then also we discuss about application of the automatic voltage regulator. Right? So in next session we are going to then actually learn about, from our syllabus point of view, the point mentioned in your syllabus, that is the effect of AVR on stability. And that will be the last point of unit number 3. Okay, so hope you have understood today's session. That's all from my side. I may say thank you to all.